Yeah, are we rolling? Are we
We're
going?
rolling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Big Four Boys, episode 27, I believe. 27
27 dresses.
27 dresses.
Great
20
movie.
when Kurt Cobain ate candy or died or something.
R.I.P.
RIP. We kind of fucked up the intro there. Alec is recording this week, and I didn't know what the cue was, and I'm homosexual as well. But dude, so we apologize to the fans. I had my buddy Will reach out to me on. He was asking, "Where's the episode?" We apologize. It has been a busy time for the two of us, but we are back recording. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Alec, do we want to get into Drew's Tinder stuff, or do we want to talk about NBA?
We always want to talk about Drew's Tinder stuff, but you know what, man? The guy, he's a sealed box. As Will could tell you, we didn't learn anything from Drew last time, did we? we're not sure if he likes water. I mean, this guy, he is down the middle on everything. We love you, Drew. We want you on the next one. We have a lot more, controversial questions to ask you, whether you eat food, whether you breathe air. I don't know. He might say he likes a little bit of carbon dioxide, but I don't know.
What's funny is you said last week, I think he was on 2 weeks ago, but it was so forgettable. You don't even remember which week it was.
He was on a week. He was on 1 week saying something neutral.
One thing that's fun here for the folks, I'm speaking for myself. Alec, you follow along way better than I do. Such casual NBA fans that I always find myself like, oh, who are the headline guys to talk about? But this week or this time around, we actually have a reason to bring up Mr. Simmons because something actually happened where he's on a different team.
Remember we had that ban where we couldn't talk about him because we kept on talking about him?
Yeah, it was annoying. I think, some of our fans sent death threats because we were just repeating it. Did you ever see that?
Will.
Yeah, did you ever see that How I Met Your Mother episode? Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah, of course. Which one?
Where Robin, she's on the air. She keeps saying, but.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
they pay money every time. That's like us with the Simmons. People are doing drinking games out of us just saying BS.
And we say the same stuff about him. We don't like him. No one likes him. The guy, I don't know how his trade value is the equivalent of James Harden. But I mean, some people said some people said the Nets won that trade. You read
it's
that?
It's interesting because I didn't watch enough, but I figured that fucking the Nets had a stacked team. Like, why they just dumped Harden, and I think a lot of casual fans were like, why get rid of him? He's a star player. I guess you rely on Kyrie to be more ball dominant now, which he is looking good, but he's going to be able to play now, which is good. So,
is the mandate going to be lifted? I thought the mayor said no.
Oh, I've seen mixed things on Twitter. I think, CNN doesn't want it to, but
yeah. Fake news. So, you mean FNN?
Sure, yeah. FNN, as good old Trumpy would say, our savior. But dude, oh man, your screen's black like the people who voted for him. Dude, anyways, fucking Simmons now on the fucking Nets. He got what he wanted. He got out and he's on a contender. Sometimes we would be on this pod. I remember when Jake was on here years ago for an episode. I said, I remember making the point. I thought, what does Simmons think is going to happen? He's not going to get in a better sitch, but I think he got a better sitch. He's with KD, Kyrie, Blake Griffin's sexy ass. He's with
he's in New York City.
Yeah, and he's in NYC. He gets to go eat dollar slices. Like it's a pretty sweet gig.
No pressure. He's not even this. He's not the first best. He's not the second best. He's the third best player on the team. I mean, the guy is living life right now. So wait, like when are they projecting he returns actually to on the court?
I thought it was somewhat soon, and it's funny because I remember Danny Green had a press conference where he said Simmons better get this first game against Philly out of his system while it's still the regular season. Because if they meet up in the playoffs for the first time, he's just going to get hounded. My roommate actually made this point. My roommate is smarter than me, which isn't hard, but he made the point that fucking Simmons says he has these mental health issues or whatever the hell it is. His head is going to explode when he goes to Philly for a playoff series, or if he has to. They are going to throw beer bottles, semen. They're going to throw whatever at him.
Oh man, you are so right, dude. They hated him when he was on the team. Imagine when he joins, when he's coming up. But you know what? If I'm a 76ers fan, I'm kind of happy, right? I got Simmons. I got James Harden out of the deal, right?
Yeah. For them, it was really nothing. They had no one because he was sitting out, and now you have a dude who is chunky and can shoot threes and dribble the ball and plays well with Embiid. They seem to be getting along well, and maybe a couple.
By the way, did you read that, like, this guy, what's his name? Bobby Marks, he's an ESPN guy. He's like, James Harden is going to be the worst thing that happened to Philadelphia.
Wow.
Because he's like, next year, they're going to sign him to like a 5-year, like $250 million contract. And then he said, they're going to pay him like $50 million while he's like 38. And the guy right now looks like shit anyways. And he's like, how do you think he's going to hold up until he's 38? Like, he's already fat. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad point. And everyone's like, he's going to screw over Philadelphia. But I mean, right now he makes them instant contenders, right?
Yeah, I think so. Contender, chicken tender, probably eats those. But you're right. They do look good. And we know that the East is there's some competition, but I think it helps them for sure.
No shit. You mean the guy who wasn't playing for them versus former MVP 2 years ago? He helps them?
Well, it's also, there's always those guys in the playoffs where you're like, yeah, it's not going to work. And I think Harden, when he was on Houston, he had to handle more of a load, no homo. But like now that he has Embiid, it's a little pressure taken off of him. I don't know. It's always tough to predict if he has the will to win, as they say.
Is Embiid any good?
Embiid?
Yeah.
He's okay. He's good on Twitter. I don't know if he's great in the post, but I saw a clip of him hitting a step back three. He's already learning from James how to travel at the 3-point line.
I always thought Embiid chokes in the playoffs.
Yeah, I guess all I know is the crying emoji from when they lost to Toronto, and he was headed to the locker room, and he's like sobbing.
That's a good that should have been a screenshot of our podcast right there. You doing that pod, yeah.
Also, I'm such a YouTube idiot. I don't really know. I guess thumbnails you have to take a photo and put it, or it just randomly picks 3 different separate moments throughout the podcast you can use as your your cover. And so let's just hope that randomly me crying like this,
if you do it enough,
maybe if I just hold like this for the rest of the episode, it'll capture this, and we can
I think I got something right here.
Yeah, get a screenshot of me.
Hold on, keep it. Oh yeah, that's good. That is good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm sending that right now.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. So we can have that, and that'll be clickbait. We're like the David Dobrik's of podcasting, and people will click away, and
you know who's actually
get those views up,
killing this podcast game? What's his name? Those Nelk Boy guys, right? How are they so freaking famous?
Yeah, see, I think I talked about this on an episode. I might have even clipped this about them, because when they first started the podcast, their first 4 episodes were Dana White, Shaq, Drewski, Donald Trump Jr. They
got AB after like he left Tampa.
Yeah, they got AB before ESPN or anyone else did.
How?
Pretty wild.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Can you hear the siren right now, or is it?
No, that's all in your head. I can't hear shit.
Okay. Yeah, there was a siren that came by because homeless, Antifa, whatever happens in Portland. But you're right, those boys, they get major guests. But if we get Tommy, then that'll help us. So
Yeah. That's talking to my boy Tommy Hellman. We love you, man. Hey, don't be shy. He's Alex. I know everyone thinks of him as Cousin Eddie, but he's just like. By the way, speaking of Cousin Eddie, how's the Cameo Biz doing?
Ooh, all right.
Wait, should we do that after the NBA stuff? We finish.
Yeah. We don't want to cross everything. It's like
yeah.
It's like that Michael Scott vasectomy where it's like snip, snap, snip, snap. He keeps getting sperm fucked with. So we'll keep on the NBA for a little. I don't know how much else when we talked with what was the retard's name? Oh, Drew. Talked with Drew. We discussed a couple things. Like, see, we fucking God, I can't get it out. We discussed like the CJ trade. The Blazers are tank mode. Dame is out. I don't even want to talk about them because we always do, and I always give such an amateur take because I know nothing. But did you want to talk about Porzingis with he had a rape allegation once, but now he's traded, so it's off their hands.
That was so random. And then like you thought they'd get like expiring contracts, but instead they actually got longer contracts for like two guys, Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. These guys have contracts for like 3 more years, I think. Or like 3 more years. Yeah. And then Porzingis, I think he's already in his like what 30 year of the deal or second, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Bertrands isn't cheap. I think he's getting paid like 18 mil. Spencer Dinwiddie's getting paid 24 mil.
And what are your thoughts? Do you hate trans?
Dude, I like Bertrands because I think he's a pure shooter, but I don't know why he sucked so much last year. I mean, he played pretty well with the Mavs. I think like last 2 games, like one of these games, he had 17 points. Dinwiddie's playing well too. I don't know. I right now, but I don't think this team is like anywhere near a contender. I don't know what their plan is. I think so. Their idea is they're just gonna sign a bunch of like okay guys, right? Like B guys, right. C+ guys, and then they're gonna put them around an A+ guy like Luka. And I guess this is what I'm thinking. Cuban's like, hey, what I did this with Dirk. I got him a bunch of B guys, and we want a chip. Maybe this is my thing. Maybe I'm not going to win a dynasty. Yeah. I'm gonna win 1 chip every 10 years, and that's good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the issue with that is back when they did it, there was obviously the one monster team in Miami, but I feel like everyone else wasn't doing the stat.
Hold up. Let me tell you the teams they beat. They beat the OKC with Russell Westbrook, KD, and James Harden. Ever heard of them? And Serge Ibaka.
Back then they were not good. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they weren't good.
I don't think any of them had won MVP at that point.
Yeah, no shit, because they were 4 years in.
Yeah.
But KD was still a superstar. Westbrook was better than he is now.
Yeah.
James Harden was 6th man of the year. All right. Okay. They beat the Lakers. Defending champion Lakers. Don't tell me. Don't disrespect Kobe. Don't disrespect the Mamba. Okay. Kobe.
Was he alive? He was alive for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. The GOAT was alive. Yeah. Andrew Bynum, Pau Gasol, and don't disrespect Andrew Bynum because that guy was putting up 17 and 10 for 2 seasons. Remember Andrew Bynum putting up 17
I
and
do.
10?
Big beef.
That's a real team. And then they beat your Blazers, who no one expected us to beat your Blazers out of the first round. And you guys had a real team too. You guys had Aldridge. You guys had Batum. You guys had Brandon Roy.
Yeah.
You guys had
I don't even remember that series, but I'll take your
It was 2011, and like half the predictions were Portland's gonna win it. Don't you remember Game 3 where you guys
the series? Us? I don't remember this. I'm gonna need our producer to pull up a fucking thing. But
Game 3 where we were beating you guys by 20 in the 4th quarter, and then you came back and beat us.
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
And then everyone said after that series over that you guys took our souls and crushed it.
Yeah. Well, my theory was always that I always thought that Aldridge was kind of fruity, like maybe like a bi guy, and he was just too turned on by because Dirk's a good looking guy, and so I always thought there was a distraction there. But
Was Aldridge even guarding him? I don't think Aldridge was guarding him. I
I
think they
don't
had
think
like
he could. It would have been,
he could have stick. He could have stuck him.
yeah, he would have had his stick on him. But yeah, all right. Sorry, we went off the anal there. I don't even remember what our point.
So, anyways, the point was, I
Mavericks.
think
Oh
Cuban
yeah,
thinks
we're talking about
he's going to put him a
Cuban's
bunch of
theory.
B guys. That's the only thing I'm thinking, because he signed all these guys to long-term deals. Everyone on the team is pretty much signed to a long-term deal, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm such a gay fan where I'm like the fucking you read the headlines. The NBA's Instagram account has posted more about the Lakers than they've posted about the Mavericks. So the Lakers are better. That's my thinking. They've posted more about the Nets, and so the Nets are a better team. I guess that's Eastern Conference, but more teams are getting social media attention, and so the Mavericks seem to just be this team that's lost in the wind.
I mean, all I hear about is Ja Morant these days.
Yeah, they really do talk about Ja, which, sorry, I don't know if you had more about the Mavericks.
No, I'll go on for like an hour.
Okay.
Shouldn't stop me.
We'll do that tomorrow. Freaking Ja had I'm kind of sick of hearing about him. We talked about how cocky he is, but he had 52 last night, and he had a huge poster dunk. He's a good player. He would beat, if it was us two versus Ja, he would beat us.
2-on-1, you think he beat us?
I think he would beat us.
It would be close.
Yeah, it'd be close.
Yeah.
Full court, we win.
Oh, yeah, dude. Don't even, because I'm a pure shooter.
Yeah, that's true. That'll help. Yeah.
You know what, man? Why don't we challenge this guy?
Yeah. Do you, if we send him a DM and we're like 2v1 puss, do you think he reads it? Probably not.
Of course he does. And then we say, hey, you know what? If you're too scared, we're gonna report it, to Will, to Garrett on Big Four Boys.
Right.
Retard.
We've got our army of hands to intimidate him. We'll have Garrett write him a mean letter or something, and that really just itches stuff. But all right, dude. I don't really have any NBA stuff.
Hold on. We didn't talk about the Lakers, dude.
Oh my fucking God. Yeah, they didn't make any moves. But why would you make a move when you have Westbrook?
Dude, why? Did you guys see what NBA 2K did to Westbrook?
No, did they make him autistic?
They lowered his rating. I think he was like 90 beginning of the season. Now he's 79.
Whoa, that's a big dip.
Yeah, it's like I guess the 2K fans the 2K creators are Laker fans, but the guy's not that bad, is he?
I don't know. Who else is 79? I don't really know what to compare it to. 79 seems decent, though.
All right, let me tell you who's
crazy. He didn't deserve that.
I think Porzingis is an 87. LeBron's a 98. AD is like a 94. Okay. Let's see. Luka's like 94. Let's go. Right. Give me a second. Jalen Brunson is like 7. You know Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
Okay, he's 79. Like CJ McCollum's 86.
Damn, they really dipped him then.
Brandon Ingram. So yeah, they were saying he's worse than CJ McCollum, obviously. I mean, I'd rather have CJ McCollum than him. I mean, right?
Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
They have Buddy Hield at like 82.
Okay.
Yeah, they disrespected the guy. 79 is basically a role player.
Did Russ react? Did he have some press conference where he's like, man, they sleeping?
Dude, the poor guy's getting shafted. Is there a chance that, like, because now they could get in, because even if they're the 10th seed, is there a chance they actually make the playoffs and scare anyone if AD comes back healthy?
I don't think they do. They just got blown out by the Pelicans.
But AD wasn't playing.
Yeah, but he would just cry. Like he just falls down they brought out a stretcher the other night for him. It's insane. Like you could have a pillow fight and he'd be in the ER.
It's true. He does. Yeah, you know what, man? He is too high maintenance, honestly.
Yeah. I think he got his ring and now he just wants to pay for whores and just hang out.
Movies. Yeah, I think it's over, right? So Lakers this year, we should cross them off, right?
Yeah, it's funny how they always they never blame LeBron for anything, which he is good still, I guess. But
I mean, by the way, you should check his plus or minus. It's pretty bad. Like, they're blaming Russell, but a lot of when like the Lakers blow their leads, it's when LeBron's on the court. So don't give him, don't disrespect. So wait, let me tell you, who can we cross off right now from the West? We could cross off the Rockets. We could cross off the Thunder. Can we cross off the Kings?
I think so, yeah.
You don't think they make the 10 seed?
Yeah, I guess not.
Spurs?
I don't know where they're at.
They're right now the 12th seed. They're 1.5 games behind the Pelicans. And then there's your then there's your Blazers and Pelicans tied for 10. Who would you want to watch? Let me ask you this. Who would you want to watch like in that 10 seed? Assuming that they're going to play. So right now, the way it would shake out would be, the 7 would play the 10 and the 8 would play the 9. Right now, it's Clippers Lakers for 8v9. That's amazing. I would love that.
That'd be sweet. I hope the Clippers have owned the Lakers this year, and just historically.
I know the NBA is rigged, so I hope they keep that Lakers Clippers thing going for the little play-in. Dude, that would be an epic game.
You should go to those, dude. That'd be wild.
It's just one game. It's a play-in.
Oh, it's just the play-in. That's right. Yeah, you should go.
Yeah, it would if the NBA rigs it, and they definitely will. So they have to, right?
Yeah, they got to get ratings up.
Yeah. So let me ask you, who would you want the Minnesota Timberwolves to play? Would you want them to play the Pelicans, the Blazers, or the Spurs, or the Kings?
Dame Lillard, I guess he's done.
He's done for the season, right?
I think he's done, actually. I was going to say him and Beverly have always had beef. So if they played the Timberwolves, that'd be fun. But I guess if he's not.
Beverly has beef with everyone, though.
That's true. But there's a little more bark with Dame Dollar.
I think I want a Pelicans. I think
Pelicans would be fun, I think. I maybe get Zion to sit.
Is he coming back?
No, he got a Buffalo Wild Wings sponsorship.
He's not expected back for the foreseeable future. Are you serious? I don't get it.
They're calling him Greg Oden. Yeah.
When you say day, is that just you and your mom?
I see tweets about it all the time. Just they're like, oh, he was first overall. He's not playing.
Again,
while John Morant is like the KD second pick who's shining, flying high, being arrogant.
You know what it says in your mom's Twitter?
What? Cock?
Who's saying that he's Greg Oden? He played more games than Greg Oden already, right? Well, let me ask you this. Do you sign him to a max deal? 5 years, $200 million if you're the Pelicans?
Zion?
Yeah, Zion. Because this summer he's eligible to sign a max deal.
I mean, he hasn't. He's just gonna get food with that.
So do you give him the money? You're the Pelicans owner. Do you give him 5 years, $200 million? God damn it. Are you saying no?
I would trade him for like Plumlee or someone elite.
Did you say Plumlee?
Miles. I guess. What other choice do you have?
Now you're paying this bum who hasn't played a game for you in like a year and a half. $200 million? Guaranteed.
You picked him first. I don't know.
Man, you'd be an awful GM. No, I think
Well, are you gonna pay him?
yeah, I'd
That's
have to
my
pay him. I'd
question.
have to pay him.
Yeah.
I'd pay him, and then I'd hope, some schmuck takes him off my hands. Like I do
They
the
need
same.
to hire a team to just beat the shit out of him. Like just have
Something, dude.
trainers who like punch him every day. They're like, you're gonna get beaten every single
Until you
day
lose your weight.
play. Yeah, until you lose those roles.
Dude, it makes no sense because he was so good in college, and then like he comes to the NBA and the guy can't stay on the floor.
Yeah. He's probably sitting on the floor right now. All right, dude. I don't know anything else about what's going on in the league. I feel like Garrett he wants to hear.
Sorry. Let's talk about
No,
your
no, no.
cameo.
I guess he does. He hasn't paid for one. So, G, if you're listening, I'll give you a private show and pay the business rate, and we'll be golden. But dude, so I have there's this one guy. I'll say his first name. This fan, I guess you would say, which is so gay to say because it's like these dudes are just jerking off to my videos. He was This guy has bought like 3 separate
Oh
videos
shit! Are you
and
serious?
he's tipped me. I feel like a whore. I feel like a straight up stripper. This dude has tipped me $20 2 separate times for vids that I've made. He might as well just pay the business rate. He's cash, but he's just had me make videos for his friends for birthdays and shit. And he sent me one today that was quite hurtful, where he said, "Hey, cousin Eddie, my friend Victoria or whatever, she doesn't find you funny. She finds your voice annoying. Make a video roasting her." I'm like, damn, well, I feel kind of hurt, but whatever. So now I'm going to make one where I just call her a cunt, maybe. Like, I don't know how to roast this bitch. But
Is he paying? Does he got a friends and family discount at this point? Is it like buy 4 and get like 10% off on the 5th?
I should offer a queer deal or something, but no, it's nothing yet. But yeah, this guy's supplying my alcohol fund.
Is there a chance that he's just buying these videos for himself?
I don't know. You'd think he would want it to be directed at him because I'm saying another guy's name each time. You jerk off to a different.
That's what turns him on.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty odd. Other than that, I think I told you I did a Valentine's Day one. That was a while back.
Any other
I
cameos,
think it's
dude?
just
Come
been
on.
this dude. Maybe I did one other one, but it's pretty wild to think Cameo rejected me for years when I was like, hey, I got, gay guys who want to make videos.
When are you gonna start an OnlyFans, by the way?
I should do. Okay, so real quick, I know that you with a ton of shit. So did I tell you about Long Beach Griffey, this creator who got all his videos taken off of YouTube? No. Okay, so there's this guy Long Beach Griffey this black dude from Long Beach, California, makes hilarious fucking videos where he made one called corporations during Black History Month, and it was like a racist video. He said the N-word with the ER, which he's a black dude, like he can totally say that. And he got YouTube took the video down, was like, this is racist, even though he's black. And they're like, this is problematic. It was his 3rd strike, I think. So he got everything taken down. And when you brought it up earlier, me making an OnlyFans, he made an OnlyFans where he put his videos. So people now are paying to join it to see his videos. Made like 200K in 24 hours just from having people join. But apparently YouTube realized they fucked up and they gave him his channel back. And so now I think he's doing some mix where he'll upload really inappropriate videos on OnlyFans and then just, stuff that is
Mild, timid
on YouTube. So it kind of worked out for him where he had a loyal enough fan base where people were willing to hop over to OF, and maybe he's showing his cock or ass. I don't know, but I think it's just
you
videos.
don't know. I'm pretty sure you do know. Don't
I
fucking-
haven't bought the subscription.
don't
It's
bullshit
$5,
us.
which
Don't
I'm
bullshit
a
us,
cheap ass.
Cosnetti.
No, I mean, I begged. I went to his Reddit where he's the subject. I'm like, does anyone have the anus pics? And I have gotten no response. So I'm fiending.
Do you think so do you think Cousin Eddie's gonna get an OnlyFans then soon for this sort of content? Do you think you have a loyal enough user fan base?
I've got Jeffrey. I've got this one guy to jerk off.
Hey,
This guy would pay a premium. $200 a month. He's paying it. Sounds like.
Is your personal Cameo rate still $10?
Yes, 10.
Are you gonna be raising that rate anytime soon?
Well, see, I don't know because although this dude is paid for a ton of them, it's not like I got other people falling in line. Like I'd get maybe one a week at best. So, and I feel like they're probably going, oh, I'm paying $10 for this.
But you got a guy who's gonna pay you whatever
kid.
you want, so you might as well raise it up to 50, huh?
Yeah, that's a good point. But I want the businesses to reach out. We say, and who knows, St. Patty's Day is coming up soon. They'll want me to wish them a happy Irish Day and or pinch your cock. I don't know.
I love how there's a person. But yeah. Maybe you should raise the business one up more. Maybe you should make it look more exclusive.
Yeah. Could make cash.
What else was there?
So real quick, I don't watch baseball at all, really, but
I don't either.
They're postponing the season. This happens
Who cares?
every season, I feel like, where the players and the owners disagree. The owners are cheap fucks. They don't want to pay.
I think they're all overpaid.
The players almost always cave, I believe. They go, we want to play the season, so fuck it. We'll give in.
Dude, I feel like the owners cave.
I don't know if they do. Why? Maybe.
Okay, so in the NFL, I feel like the players cave, NBA owners cave, MLB. I don't know. I mean, NBA is like small enough where it's like they don't care. They're all rich. But MLB, NFL, they're not all rich. They're all like, some of them are making 200 and 300K, right? Like NFL, some guys are making like 400 or 500K, right?
Yeah, I think the minimum is 400 for NFL.
Yeah, and then
baseball,
MLB.
I have no idea.
MLB, are the minor leagues still going on with this union fight? Because they're the ones who make like nothing, right?
Yeah, they make nothing. They gotta work at Wells Fargo during the day.
Yeah, so I feel like the more players there are, the more leverage the NFL has. I mean, MLB has. I don't know, dude. I think they're all overpaid. I think Mike Trout making $40 million a year is crazy. I think, I mean, come on. I think Kershaw making $30 million a year is too much. I don't know. Is there even real sport?
It's a good point. Oh, bless you. That's Omicron. You can be a sport where you can just be fat as shit is kind of off to me.
It's not a sport.
Yeah, I guess in football there's some fat fucks, but they're still fast and strong.
They're athletic. Yeah, they have to be.
Yeah, that's true. But baseball, you got guys just eating candy out there.
Dude, these guys just have a big belly, and then they hit the ball, and then I guess they walk a base or something. I mean, it can't be.
They walk a base, and then you get a pinch runner. You get a replacement, so you can go sit and eat Cinnabon while the guy just runs the bases.
Dude, it's not a real sport if they play every single day. How would that be physically? How would these guys be playing for 20 years if they're playing every single day, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like golf too. It's not real.
Yeah, true. I'm with you. Not a sport.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheerleading, if we want to.
That's a sport. Don't disrespect.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Former male cheerleader.
I don't know. I mentioned this last time. I always make these bullshit lists. I had James Harden fat was one line. Lakers, Porzingis.
We hit that.
List. Baseball was on the list. We talked about Manfred's the owner. He's gay or whatever. Cameo. That
We talked about your business account.
Yeah. So what's this? Can we ask personal stuff? It's funny. The guys like Will and Garrett, they always pry and they're like, "Hey, your podcast co-host is super cute. Can we get kind of more inside info on him?" And so like, is there any update on how classes are going, or like, are you failing, or have your parents kicked you out of the house? Like, is
Hold
there
on.
anything
Let me try to find
personally?
something for you guys.
Yeah.
No, actually, I've been spending a lot of time recently on
Yes.
ad
Let's plug that shit.
KelseyGroup.com,
Fucking
Kelsey Group
thumbnail.
CPA, folks. Alec Kelsey
Yeah.
CPA. I've
Fuck
actually
yeah.
been spending a lot of time on doing people's taxes. It's as boring as it sounds. And actually, we're having a law prom on Saturday, believe it or not.
Whoa.
And I don't know if this USC wants to make this public knowledge, but I heard they spent $50,000 of our tuition money on this event.
Wow, dude. They just ball. What was the story you said last time where you had a rooftop rented out for one of those parties?
It was like a club. It was a
10
club in
minutes.
WeHo. Yeah. And there was actually one party where they rented out like 3 weeks ago. I went and no one showed up because we had a paper due. Bunch of fucking nerds, dude. So after that, I haven't been going out. But yeah, these guys do well. I gotta give them credit.
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah. Wow. So this prom, like, are you bringing a chick or a man? Like,
you know me. I go with the guys, obviously, bro. Just kidding.
I'll go with you.
No, but I'm not bringing anyone. Tickets are too expensive. You know me. I can't afford it. $60. I'm just going stag.
Gotcha. Nice. How do they expect people to bring, women or men? Like that seems pretty wild. That seems very sorority formal-ish, where it's like you guys are all past college at this point. I guess it is technically still at a college, but you're all older where it's like, oh, I gotta ask Susie and get on one knee and
no, see, I thought there was gonna be promposals.
roses.
It did not happen. No promposals.
Yeah.
That would have been funny though.
Yeah. That just brings me back to all the horrors of high school where you ask a girl to prom publicly and she dumps water on your face.
That's just you, dude. That's just you.
No, it happened 4 times in 1 year where you ask 4 separate women and they just keep throwing either coffee or clam chowder on you. And it's like, will one of you say yes? And eventually, you just go with your brother. But I don't know.
Hey, were promposals big for you guys?
That's what everyone experiences.
Were promposals big for you guys in high school?
They were, and it was something where you put it on your Snapchat or Grindr. Everyone advertised the.
So what was your promposal? Or it was to your brother, obviously. What did you propose? How did you propose to him?
This is a fun topic that we're in now. I did it both. So for us, our high school was only juniors and seniors would go to prom.
Okay, same.
Yeah. Which, side note, I had a friend who actually went as a freshman. A senior girl asked him to go when he was a freshman.
Oh,
and
shit.
He lost his V card and everything. He bragged about it to the whole school. Pretty legendary move. Yeah.
Isn't it rape?
Well, she was only 17 or I don't know. Maybe
it was 14. That's rape. That has to be.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we all thought it was hilarious. It's like when a female teacher has sex with a male student. It's just, you fluff it off. It's cool.
You congratulate the guy got it, even though it is rape.
Yeah, we're like, hey, congrats on getting raped. You move along. But fucking, I feel like both my promposals were really lame. Where the first girl I went with junior year, I was good friends with her.
Lame.
Yeah, and I broke into her house with a sign, and she got home from a water polo.
Oh God.
And I was like, hey, I broke in, and I think I got pepper sprayed or something. There was some liquid thrown, and she eventually said yes. It was kind of like a Make-A-Wish. where they go, I guess I have to take care of the weird kid. So that happened. And then senior year, very similar thing where it was with a different woman.
Oh, look at you, man. Like spreading your wings.
Yeah, it was actually an Asian chick senior year. I was progressive before this was pre, you know, COVID and everything. And so I fucking what fucking race was she? But she was like hot. All right, I'm saying racist things. Never mind. We're gonna get this pot in hot water if I keep
carry on, please carry on.
Garrett's gonna clip this and send to Olinto or whoever. But so we another break-in where I had a sign and I was in her room and her friend, who was even more Asian, walked in first and like jump scared because I was in the room and I was like, you fucking cunt, like you're ruining this thing. And then the girl I asked came in after and it was fine. When you're in high school, you know.
Dude, why did you propose the classes to break into people's houses and do it?
I guess that was just the easiest way. If I did it publicly, they would have screamed at me. So you do it in a more violent where like if I say no, he could murder me like that. But it forces them to say yes.
So you did that, or you were like expecting a no, and you're like, "Let me do this in the privacy of her home, so it's just no one else finds out."
Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. I didn't want this to be a front page of the high school news. But
so you went 2 for 2. Is that what I'm hearing?
What was that?
You went 2 for 2?
I went 2 for 2. I feel like prom was big enough at our school where like if you didn't go, it was like you'd have major FOMO. Like it felt like even the retards were going. So like you had to make it happen. Did you go?
Yeah. Well, ours was only for our senior year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Low budget.
Yeah, sorry, we're not big shots like you. But yeah, dude, it was actually funny because our prom was in like April, and before prom tickets were even sold, this guy decided to like preemptively prompose to this chick. It was a pretty smart move. I got to give him credit on that. But it was like in January, like right after winter break ended. Like no one was expecting it. It was
when was your prom?
In April, right? That's what I'm saying. So he preemptively, like right after winter break ended, he waited a week. And this girl was very popular. She was going to be asked by like multiple guys, right? So this genius said, hey, let me beat the curve, right? And he did. And she said yes. And then all the other schmucks in our class said, dude, we got to, like we're behind, we're late on the curve. So our entire class asked people out in like late January, early Feb for like prom in April. And I'm just there watching. But then in March I went with a friend of mine. But I did the whole promposal thing.
Yeah. That's it. What a fucking douche, the guy who asked in January. Was she smoking hot or something where he said, I need to do this early?
She's okay. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah. There were 4 guys who were going to ask her. So he's like, I'm going to fuck them over.
Yeah.
I mean, before tickets were even sold, this guy went in. I mean, I got to give him credit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good for him. I have a hilarious, embarrassing story. I've shared this with people in general. I don't know if I've shared this with you. But junior year for prom, I mentioned it. Well, I mentioned the women who would throw clam chowder, but I did something hilarious where there was this one girl, her name is Anne, which horrible name, but I was like texting my buddy, who is my roommate now, by the way, which is really funny. But I was texting full circle. I was texting him. I'm like, hey man, I'm thinking about asking Anne to prom. Like, how should I do it? When do you think I should do it? Accidentally texted that to her instead of him, saying, hey man, I'm thinking about asking so-and-so. And just immediately, I was at my house. I was at home. And once I sent the text, saw that it went to her, my face turns red. I start yelling. I'm like, holy fuck. holy fuck. My parents were like, what is going on? And I just couldn't tell them what happened. And I said, no, never mind. Went to my room, shoved something up my ass. And I was just freaking out. And it was so bad. And this girl I had classes with, I would see her every day. And,
Wait, did she not respond to the text?
what?
Did she not respond to?
So I'll get there. And we were good friends too. But I kind of liked her too, which was weird about it. And she responded, she goes, oh my God. Well, so fuck it. Let me backtrack. So I sent the embarrassing one, and immediately after I was like, holy fuck, I didn't mean to send that to you. Obviously, I meant to send that to a friend.
Pussy.
Responded, she was like, LOL, you're such a virgin, whatever she said. And she was like, I unfortunately already got asked by someone. She got asked by this douche named Shervin, which is a horrible name.
Sounds like a shitty name.
Yeah, really shitty name. But so she already got asked and said yes. And I was like, no worries. So that's when I ended up going with the other chick. So I still went, it was all fine, but it was an awkward couple of days. Like I had classes with this bitch. And so I'd walk in and go, hey, I was going to ask you to prom, and totally fucked up. And you're also in high school. I think if that happened now, I would just fluff it off. I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Dude, high school was like, I'm telling you, man, in our high school, it was the biggest guy. There was this guy who actually asked 3 girls out, and 2 of them said no to him. And
Wow.
It was like
yeah.
And it was like the world's like everyone would gossip about it. Everyone would go crazy about who asked who. But you know what's weird? A lot of people who went out with each other like that first time are still together right now, which I can't believe. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I can name a single high school relationship from my high school that's still going.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, like 3 or 4 of them in my class still going.
Wow.
And prom started it off.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Was it awesome? It's kind of disgusting.
Committed. Well, for them, you don't really get to have a ton of fun and have wild sex in college like we did every night. But it is what it is. Fuck, I had a point. Anything in high school felt like the end of your life. It felt like your whole world when you were in high school. You're like, I need to be liked by everyone. I need this to go well. I just so much fear and pre-cum every day. Like it was just a bad concoction.
Yeah, law school is the same right now, dude. Our class is like the size of a high school, 200 heads. We see each other every day, cliques. You know what I mean? It's the same exact thing. And then we have lunch. Like we have forced lunch where we're supposed to spend time together from 12 to 2 every day. So from 12 to 2, everyone's just gossiping about each other, except the nerds who are studying. But yeah, pretty much.
Is that real? You guys have a forced lunch?
Like for every day in the middle of the day, we're supposed to be on campus from 12 to 2, basically just, talking to each other, like studying. And like, only the schmucks study.
And are you getting a free, is it like a PWC lunch and learn where they don't actually bring lunch?
No, yeah, you get your own lunch, but you're just there. Like you're just, you know what I mean? Like they give you like 12 to 2, no classes.
Yeah. We don't have to get too personal here, and I know you gotta do more taxes, but
KelseyGroup.com.
KelseyGroup.com. We'll put the link in the description of the video too. I actually will do that. I'll remember to do that. But are people cool? The thing about law school, and I always name drop my queer friend who goes to
Columbia.
Yeah, he goes to. We won't even say the name, the C word. Yeah, let me wrap it up. He talks about the competitiveness.
Law school. Congratulations.
No, I mean I fucking hate him, but he talks about how all the coworkers are not coworkers, fucking students. As shit. People won't share homework answers. And is it like that for you, where people are cunts with that stuff, or are people pretty open to help each other out?
Nah, it's a bunch of dipshits. They're helping each other out. It's not like Columbia where they're actually going to do something with their lives. These guys are going to just be like, regular attorneys. Those guys are going to be like Supreme Court justices.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you'll be a tax preparing podcaster.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna take off for us before it takes off for any of these USC frat douches. So
Hey, you know what, man? Big Four boys. What, we have 18 subs, dude.
I think less than that, but yeah,
You might as well say it's 1,800, dude, because we're growing this shit.
yeah. I need to. It's funny though. I mention there's people who will comment on my horrible videos that I post, and they'll be like, I wonder what this dude talks like normally, because I'm always doing a weird something. They go, does he talk like this normally? And I always try and plug it. I go, if you want to hear me talk for an hour, listen to Big Four Boys. I don't think it ever works. I think they see that comment and they go, fuck this. Why would I listen to a podcast with a slow kid?
And an ugly guy.
Yeah, and an ugly guy. Yeah, that's the thing. I think they see your face too and they back out.
Dude, you should put my face. We should go in like speaker mode or something. You know what I mean? Or like, do you see my face right now?
You look great.
Oh shoot, man! I need something like. What if we did this? This is better, right?
Whoa, what just happened?
Yeah, because then like the effect of my face is kind of like drawn out. So now people could see me, but from a distance.
Yeah, this
Is
is
that
fun.
good?
Yeah, this is cute. I'm kind of close up to it. I didn't realize, but
Oh, dude, this is kind of cool.
I wonder how this looks on the recording. Like,
you see this? You see this?
Yeah, this is nuts. There's a fireplace.
We should do something like this. What have we been doing?
Yeah, this is sweet.
Oh, we're in the kitchen now? Hey, why is my filter not working?
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, those coffee cups look nice.
Oh man, is this
Listening on audio? I have no idea what we're talking about. We're fucking with the Zoom settings, folks, and there's a bunch of different backgrounds. This is cool. We never explore this.
I'm getting a coffee cup.
Oh, I could go for some Joe.
Anyways, I feel like this is a good place to end it.
Yeah, let's end it here. We appreciate the people listening once again. We're gonna keep climbing. We're gonna keep making this. Who knows? One day we might improve the quality where we actually get cameras and stuff, but we'll need to make a couple $100,000 before we bump up. But ski lift. And everyone is asking about the live episodes. When I'm down in LA, we will record plenty of them.
We got to get Drew on it, right?
We'll get Drew so people can have something to fall asleep to, and that'll be that. And more guests coming. I know a lot of fans are sick of just hearing our voices. My parents hate my voice. And so we'll try to get a third head on some of these apps.
We gotta get Thomas or Jimothy.
That's right. We have a couple ex-PWC guys. Although is Thomas still there?
Yeah, he's at EY right now.
Oh, he's at EY. Okay.
Yeah, Big Four guy.
Wow, so he pulled a U.
Yeah, literally.
All right. All right, Alec, do you want to just wrap it up? You've got the record button, so maybe say goodbye to the folks or touch them.
Goodbye, and goodbye.